Good morning, Karma.
I'm sorry. Good morning.
Morning.
I was not in the speaker. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. We're just going to give another minute or two for people to log in and then we'll get started. Janelle, which office are you with?
Good morning. I'm with Remax Affiliates in Philadelphia, the Germantown office.
Awesome. You're licensed in New Jersey, right?
I am, and I need to reach out. I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah, I need to reach out to you and talk to you about that. I haven't done much over there, but I am.
No worries.
I'm
No.
from there, and I've been, and I know a lot of people there, but I've never really capitalized on that market for me. So I do need I need some direction and help.
Okay, welcome to our team. This is our weekly mastermind. We talk everything about New Jersey. We go over compliance, general questions. Sometimes we have rental compliance, so every week is a little different. So I'm glad you were able to join today. All right, it's 9:33. I'll wait till 9:35 and then we'll get started just because I want to make sure I give you guys enough time to go over what I have to discuss. Let's see. All right, let's get started. How's everyone doing today? I wanted to make today a little different just because, we're already almost in September. Summer has been kind of stale or slow. I think, this happens every year, right? But we always get nervous, like what's happening? No one's moving. Not a lot is happening. So now we just have to get back to work, right? Most kids are going back to school probably as early as next week or the week after. So we need to prep ourselves for September and the remaining of the year. I will highly recommend that if you have not done so, you have a one-on-one with your managers to go over where you're at for the year, especially if you care about Circle of Excellence. You want to know how close or how far you are, how much more business you have to do to reach Circle of Excellence award level. Just remember, I believe you still have time, right? You still have 3 months, 3 good months to make up for it. And anything is possible. I remember when I was a sales agent, there was 1 month I did 6 transactions and it was December. So anything could happen from now on if you plan accordingly. So please feel free to reach out to your manager to schedule a one-on-one. Today, I wanted to just give you guys some tips, some simple conversations you can start having with your sphere, past clients, prospects starting today, open houses. You know, there's opportunities. We are bigger than ever in Remax Select. We have so many offices. And if you are interested in doing open houses, I have a lot of agents that have told me they've been struggling getting people to cover an open house. Like nobody wanted to work this summer. But just remember, if you are one that wants to do some open houses, reach out to your office manager, let them know like, hey, I'm available. If anybody ever reaches out that they need someone to host their open house, I'm available. Believe it or not, if you do it strategically right, you will find buyers or potential sellers. A lot of times, sellers will come to open houses to interview agents. You won't even know. They probably want to sell their house and they want to see what you're going to do if you were going to list their house. All right, I'm going to share my screen. So we're going to start. So here's the 5 simple conversations. Sphere check-in. This is just friendly ways to reconnect with your sphere. Hey, it's been a while. How's everything going with you and your family? That's a quick text that you can just send out today. Or, hey, just checking in to see how you've been. Are you still loving the neighborhood? Or now you can send them a text if there's like a holiday season, whatever it is. How are things going for you these days? I drove past your street the other day and thought of you. How's the house treating you? I've done that in the past where I closed on a property in Ridgewood and I happened to go to Ridgewood with another friend for lunch and I just happened to think of my client and I texted them. I'm like, hey, I was in your neighborhood. How's everything? and I ended up getting 2 more sales from that family. Because if you're not going to be in their life, they're going to forget about you. I really, if you're not in social media, I'm going to really encourage you to start going on social media. I bet 90% of your clients, past clients, are on social media. Instagram is a great way to keep up with their lives. Everybody posts their vacations, their successes, their fail, like if they have a death, whatever it is, they always share it on social media. So that's one way for you to keep up with your sphere. The second thing you can do is your past client update. Hey, I was reviewing homes in your area. Your neighborhood has seen a X amount percentage price increase since you bought. Want me to send you an updated value? That's a great method for you to give them a value of their property. You never know. They may want to consider selling it if their property has increased in value since they purchased. Inventory is super low in your town right now. If you were to list today, you'll probably have multiple offers. Have you thought about that? Or, hey, mortgage rates shifted again. Have you considered refinancing or using your equity? The other thing you can do is say, hey, one of your neighbors just sold for X amount of dollars. Curious what that means for your home value. The other thing you can do, this is social media. I'm huge with this one. This is like my favorite. Congrats on your new role. Career moves often means lifestyle changes. Have you thought about whether your home still works for you? You never know. People post their jobs when their moves, right? They move up in position. That's a great way to, and you don't have to use this exact text that I'm providing you. You can just use something similar. Or, hey, your kids are getting so big. Are you finding the house is still the right size? Now it's back to school. That's one great text to reach out to them through social media. Loved your vacation pics. Ever think about getting a second home, an investment property? I know that sounds like very direct, but if you start a conversation, I will lead to that. I saw you post about blank life event, right? If you ever need advice about what that could mean housing wise, I'm here to help. You always want to make sure that they remember you. Open house invite. Use listings as a reason to reach out. Hey, I'm hosting an open house this weekend at blank. Do you know anyone who might want to be in that area? Or, hey, just wanted to invite you. It's always fun to see what's on the market. Come by if you're free. Or, I have a listing coming soon in your town. Curious if you know anyone who's been thinking about moving. Or the other thing you can do is open house are a great way to test the market. Would you like to walk through one with me this week? Last but not least, local market chat. Leverage current news and trends. Rates dropped a little this week. It's bringing more buyers out. Are you or anyone you know thinking of making a move before the spring or summer, fall, whatever it is when you're reaching out? Inventory is still super low. Homes are selling faster than ever. Have you noticed that in your neighborhood? Or there's been a lot of talk about the new tax law changes. Have you thought about how that could affect your home value? The other thing you can do is homes in your school district are flying off the market. Do you know anyone who's been waiting for the right time? Have you guys ever used any of these methods? It doesn't have to be line by line that has helped you in the past. What have you done? I would like for you guys to tell me some of ways that you have reached to your past clients or sphere. Not everybody at once. What have you guys been doing to reach out to your past clients, your sphere, friends, family? If you're not reaching out to them, someone else is reaching out to them, right? Everybody's receiving marketing letters. I, even as a realtor, even when I visit my parents' house every day, there's like a new postcard from a realtor. So what are you doing to keep in touch with those clients that you've helped in the past, or those that have not bought yet but are kind of like in the waiting period? What are you doing to remind them that, hey, the market is changing?
I do, this is Karma. I do send a community update. I do have a farm area out of 5 location. And every other, especially when I have an open house, I send them an invitation to everybody. And after that, the people, they came from the neighbor itself. I I like to buy a um, small plant and say thank them for coming to the open house. It's a new idea. I did not do it yet, but I like to do it.
Yeah, these are just some touches that you can start making today. You know, take 1 second right now and think of one person in your phone or past clients list. And then which of these conversations that I shared with you guys, which I have it in PDF where I'm gonna share with you, which of these conversation would work best for them? And then just take 1 minute right now. Just go through your phone. Let's do this right now. Go through your list. Find one person that you think you can use one of these methods with them, that you can send a quick message, whether it's text or social media. All right, who wants to volunteer if you found a person that you know you can send a message right now based on what I shared? Janelle, did you raise your hand? Sorry.
Yeah. So it came up in my thing, his house anniversary. He bought the house 4 years ago, and I saw him somewhere last night. And I was able to say that, but I could send him something from the past client update. I could one of your neighbors just sold for, that's a good one because that area has a good appreciation rate where he is, and he bought it as like it needed a lot of work and he did some work to it. So I would one of your neighbors just sold for a blank amount. Curious what that means for your home's value. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
That's anyone else? I'm sure you all have hundreds of contacts on your phone that you can share something to just get the conversation going from the past. Karma, do you have anybody on your phone that you think you can send one of the messages I shared?
Yeah, what I do actually, sometime I have in the morning, I get up 8 o'clock and I call for sale by owner. And after that, from like noon time, I called the people in my farm area. I just call them to tell them, what's going on in the community. Sometimes I call them to say hello. Any conversation I feel is suitable for the occasion. That's what I do.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, Kenya, do you have anything you want to add?
Oh, sure. I mean, I do several of these things. I think for me, I know it's all about being consistent. And so if you start something, if you could just phase it in and just do one a week, one house anniversary card. And I even bought them on Amazon. So I have 3 people already for August that I need to send a house anniversary card that I already bought. I just need to send it out. So yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so guys, we have 3 months for the remaining of the year, and this is the time that we need to start reaching out. People are not going to come to you. It's not 2021 anymore. You need to start going to them, and you need to it is our job to reach out to them, keeping them informed that, hey, you're still here. You're acknowledging their successes, their it's going back to school, people are coming back from vacation. That's like just a great way. If you see something has changed in their life, reach out to them. I usually, if I see something on social media, I would text or call them. I wouldn't write a comment because sometimes it gets so lost, especially if they get a lot of them. So I personally reach out like, hey, I saw this, like, wow, I'm so proud. Like, or hey, cannot believe the kids are getting so big. Is there still enough room for them? Like, especially if they've been sharing rooms, or now they're like teenagers. And I have to say, like, just working for my first year in real estate, it's the same clients that I've been working with. They just keep sending me new business from their family and friends. Like, I have to say, everybody that's been in my sales that I've done in my real estate experience was just from past clients, from the first clients I met, and I just kept in touch with them. I have them all on my social media. When I see something that has changed in their life, um, I'll send them a message. If I know I'm going to be in their area, I text them like, hey, I just want to stop by and say hi. Are you home? And then I'll drop like a bottle of wine or cookies if they have children, just so that they constantly see me and know that I am in real estate. Um, One of my past clients just reached out to me like a couple days ago, and he's like, hey, I'm ready. I need to rent my house, and I'm not sure if you're still doing that, but I wanted to reach out to you. That's because he saw me get promoted on social media. So, but he still reached out to me. And that's who you want to be. You want to be the go-to person that even if something does change with you, they're still going to know that you're the go-to person for them. Audrey, I just saw your comment about that you reach out to your past client via phone calls, text, cards, etc. I reach out on birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays. Like about a year ago, we did a session in my office where I told agents to get a card. This was like during St. Patrick's Day, and I said, you know, go get a card and send them a $1 scratch off and just write, hey, is this your lucky day? And that way it gives you a reason. Not only you're mailing the card, now it gives you a reason to call them. And you know what? That agent got a $1.2 million listing because it just reminded the seller, like, hey, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. And of course, this was in one of the prospects that she's been working, but she's like, what else can I do to reach out to give me a reason to reach out? He's already told me he's like thinking about it, thinking about it. So she just happened to send cards to a bunch of prospects, and it gave her a reason to call and be like, hey, just checking in. Did you win? And it was like $1 scratch off. She got the cards from Amazon. I think it was like $50 for like 100 of them. And she only sent like 50 cards that time. So you never know. You need to be so like now with the holidays coming up, you can send a recipe, like something cute card, like, hey, you know, I made this and it was like really good. You should try it too. And then give them a call. Be like, hey, just curious, like, have you tried to make the recipe I shared with you? It just gives another way to for you to be in touch with those clients.
Good.
Anyone else use anything that I have not mentioned that has worked for you that's willing to share with us? Today's like a quiet crowd. We need to get up, get to work. We need to get listings, buyers under contract. We need to get the excitement going. You know, the summer has made us all kind of like feeling down, and we need to get motivated back to actions. From today, I would like each of you to really take one of the action items that we've went over and really try that with your clients. You have to feel confident enough to send it out. And you can use the easy ones like, hey, just checking in, you know, like let's say you're in Morris County and you drove by their town where they bought a house a couple years ago, or if they're still looking in the market, you know where they live and you just want to touch, be like, hey, I was in your town earlier today visiting another client and I thought of you, you know, how's everything? Just so that way you kind of get the conversation going. Okay. All right, we're going to do for the maybe in 2 weeks from now, we're doing rental compliance. So if you have forgotten or you need a little bit more help or just some guidance with new changes, we're going to do the rental compliance once a quarter. So please make sure if you have not done one of our webinars on rental compliance, please join. It's only 30 minutes. Fran Blakely will be doing that session. And I want to have, if you were here in one of the sessions where Joe DiLorenzo from our Princeton office has done a session on wealth and management, we're going to have him come back. So if you were interested in his sessions, we're gonna add him back in the next 2 weeks as well. So we have some good stuff coming your way on the Tuesday Mastermind. All right, so we have 5 minutes left. If you guys don't have any questions, or if you want to discuss or run anything else that you're dealing with that you would like to go over, this is the time. If not, then I guess we'll be done 5 minutes early.